tweak I have made is that I've been really digging into kind of law of attraction, manifesting stuff. And so I've added to my morning routine very intentional, specific gratitude practices, because of course that's one of the keys to manifesting is gratitude. And so that is something I've just added into my routine to make it a regular practice and a regular pillar of my day.
And few things can change your state more than gratitude. So if you find yourself struggling to get into a good state, start with gratitude.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not sure what to do in your morning routine to help you feel better, gratitude is a go-to that is always going to be helpful. And I think one of the keys to this, especially because gratitude is a practice, it's something you literally have to practice doing. We're not like necessarily naturally good at. In fact, I would say the default for human beings in general is complaining and ingratitude. And so we have to practice doing it. And one of the best ways is to just start with very small things. You're not trying to be this huge feeling of gratitude for a huge giant thing. It's just literally the small things like, oh, I'm really glad I can breathe. And I'm really glad that I'm not sick. Like literally start with just whatever is immediately around you, your body, your children, your anything, right? That you're sincerely, truly grateful for. That's where you start. The things that you like would be so frustrated or upset if you didn't have, or if you lost
Pillow,
a pillow, a
mattress.
bed, right? And I'll even start sometimes just as soon as I wake up. Like I'll wake up and, I kind of lay there and I just start with like gratitude. Like, oh, let me think. What am I thankful for? And I just start listing different things, and then I carry that into my morning. Okay, if you want to share anything, great. If not, again, this is for your use mostly. So take notes.
Let's share a couple though, because it's so insightful to hear from each other. It's really inspiring.
Great question. How do you do your morning routine and not neglect family? It seems like there are always interruptions. Okay, fantastic question. Let's talk about that for a second. If you want to think about his question, great. I think we touched on it already, that we have to be converted, and then we have to convert our family to the fact that doing our morning routine makes us a better person and a better parent and a better spouse. And when we let them know that, even if there's routines, they will have a level of respect for that. They will learn to have a level of respect for that because you hold that boundary of like, I'm doing my morning routine. I love my morning routine. I need my morning routine. I will help you. I will be there for you when I am done. But I'm going to do my morning routine because it makes me a better mother, right? Or whatever it is. So that's, I think, a key part to that is we just have this is one of the things that is a challenge for moms. We want to help our kids. We want to help our spouse. And it's like we have everything stored in our brain. So they almost can't find anything without our brain, right? They have to access our brain to know where is that thing. And so it can be easy for us to get drawn into all of that stuff. But I've had to learn that during certain times of the days, specifically the pillars, morning and evening, that's my time. And you have to respect that. And I have to respect myself enough to hold that boundary. No, this is my time. I will help you later. And then I have to stick to my word and actually help them later. But right now, this is my time and this is what I'm doing. Now, of course, Greg wanted to make sure we emphasize this. One of the things that we need to think about with our routines is that they can be an accordion. They can go out and they can go in. So some days your morning routine, if it's one of those amazing days, your morning routine can go long and it's amazing and so incredible. But if it's a crazier day and people need you and stuff is going on, we'll just shorten it and still do it. But the point is, do it. Don't just be like, oh, I don't have time for this, so throw it out. No, just bring that accordion in and be like, okay, I only have time for this today, but still do the routine. And then, hopefully the next day you can make it a little long. And so you're taking in and out as needed per day and whatever the day holds for you. Like even if we're traveling or something, I'll still do a little morning routine. Sometimes I won't do it until I get on the plane, right? We get up early, we travel to the airport, and when I get on the plane, then I do my morning routine, my little mini version on the plane, right? So you can make it work. You can make it flexible. Okay, there was some more.
Too many wonderful people are all or nothing. They're like,
Yeah.
well, my ideal is 90 minutes, and I don't have 90 minutes today, so I'm not doing it. And now I'm going to be mad about it the rest of the day.
Right.
I'm like, do a 9-minute version.
Exactly.
It won't be 90-minute, but a 9-minute version is better than nothing. So that's really good. I do have to share one example because I know sometimes like kids interrupt, but husbands interrupt. Remember,
Yeah.
I was coaching this couple one time, and she was like, we were talking about morning routines. She's like, but my husband wants sex every morning at 7:30, right in the middle of my morning routine. I was like,
It's not a good time. I'm
okay,
sorry.
not a good time. He's like, but that's when it was on. He's like, that's when we have sex, like 5 times a week. And I was like, well, how's your marriage? She's like, oh, we have a great marriage. I'm like, okay, so work around that. Like, if that's a thing, like work around it. And so we literally came up with a workaround because she just felt like, oh, if I go back in there, I know what he's going to want. And then I don't do my morning routine. Like, let's figure out a way around that. And so I don't know. I wanted to share that because that
What was the workaround?
it was a significant thing. We just figured out like she would get up because she liked getting up early. So I'm like, get up and do like a 20 or 30 minute, the first couple things, and then go have sex with your husband, and then do the other things and get in the family. And she was like, I can't break up my morning routine. I'm like, of course you can. Like, just split it into two. You do your first version and your second version, and she did it. It's like it was great. She just had this idea of like, he's ruining all my happiness.
Right in the middle of it. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, next question here. Do you think it matters whether you write your gratitude things down or just think about them?
Great question.
That's a fantastic question. I think there is a lot of power in writing things down. But again, if you don't have time to write it down,
Just think
about it.
Yep.
It's one of those adjustments.
Exactly.
Like whatever's working for the moment, do that. If you have time to write it down, write it down.
Yeah.
That's great. And in fact, one of the keys to manifestation is writing down gratitude. And here's a hint, a little secret, writing about what you want to have in present or past tense as though it's already happened. Not that you want it to happen, but I am grateful this happened. That's another little secret technique.
So let's say, for example, if you were like, I'd really like to lose maybe 10 or 20 pounds, you would get up every morning and be like, I am so grateful that I am healthy and fit.
And then I've reached my ideal weight, or I've lost
I
that.
just feel amazing. I look
pounds.
amazing. Yes. And you feel it and you like live in it because you draw yourself to that creation.